You need to be selective about the type of people you choose to work with and the type of people you are being friends with, because there is a famous quote that if you are the average of five people you spend most amount of your time with. Let's say you are spending time with five people who are exercising regularly, then you will become the sixth person who exercises regularly. If you are surrounded with five people who are public speaking, then you will become the sixth person who is also public speaking. If you are surrounded with five people who are wasting their time focusing on unnecessary activities, then you will become the sixth person who is doing the same. If you are surrounded with the five people who are doing the work you want to do, then you will automatically become the type of person you want to become. In other words, to become the best version of yourself, you need to surround it with people who are best version of themselves. Let's say you want to become the best in a certain field, then you need to surround yourself with people who are best in that certain fields. For example, in our professional world, business people will hire a lot of talented people, and those talented people will come together to focus on those problems. And since they have a very big brain or talents, and since the business person is funding them, they have resources, and they will produce some kind of exponential and extraordinary output. And in other instance where the talented people are not in the same room, the exponential or extraordinary work will not be possible. In the similar way, in our daily lives, when it comes to our professional life, if we are surrounded with talented people and we are working as a packs, then we can do a lot of things very fastly in a high quality way, and in a way that not a single person can do. Let's say a single person can work and focus on a specific aspect and they can do that task. But when a group of minds are coming together, they will produce some kind of exponential output which the single person can't even do. Let's imagine there is a specific field a person is working on, and in that specific field he is specialized in a specific aspect of the field. And if he is working with other people who are specialized in individual aspects of the field and they come together, then they will show their expertise on a specific problem they are focusing on, and they are creating some kind of a tangible stuff which is helpful for everyone, which creates monetary output. And even if it doesn't create monetary value, it creates some kind of a value to the society we live in the similar way, in our personal lives, we need to be selective about the type of people we are choosing to spend our time with, because directly or indirectly they are influencing our thoughts, actions, decisions. If you even if you agree or disagree with this point, your group or your friends are influencing you, the decisions you take, the type of places you visit, and the type of behavior, character, and the type of identity persona you are creating. In the similar way, if you are selective with the type of people you are spending your time with, then you will also change based upon the type of people you are associating yourself with. For example, in your daily life, when you are working with professionals, then you have a different kind of persona when compared with you spending time with your friends. In both instances, you are noticing some changes in yourself. The way you behave changes, the way you operate changes. Why? Because you're surrounded with that kind of environment and people who are focusing and who has some kind of standards to do specific things in a specific way. So you align with that standards, and going with the flow is easy, and going outside or going against the flow is harder. In the similar way, if you want to produce some kind of tangible results, or even focus and do some kind of stuff very fastly or with high quality, you need to surround yourself with people who align with your goals, so that your goals and their goals are not clashing with each other, and that creates some kind of a flow. Because everyone in the room are in a same page, then the communication will be a lot faster, and getting things done will be a lot easier, and the flow will also be a little bit better. Thinking this concept from a different point of view, if you want to learn something new, then surrounding yourself people who are also learning that specific thing will help you to focus on that specific thing and improve your progress in that specific area of your life. Because the other people are also focusing on that thing and you are also focusing on that thing, then that combined approach and that combined focus will produce tangible results as mentioned before. And even if you want to focus on a specific thing, or even if you want to apprentice and learn some new things, if you have the support of a mentor, then he or she can teach you about that specific thing, so that you will not repeat the same mistakes they have repeated when they are in your position a few decades ago, which will help you to exponentially improve your progress in that specific area of your life, in that specific field. Let's say if you want to exercise, then you can exercise regularly. You can exercise watching videos, reading books. But if you have the mentorship of people who are professionals in exercising, and even if you have the group of people or even your friends who are regularly exercising, then you can ask them about certain basic concepts about how to exercise, what are the foods that needs to be taken, how to rest and how to relax, how many days a week should a person should exercise, and those basic questions and those few doubts you have about exercising will be instantly clarified, because you have surrounded yourself with the people who are exercising regularly. In the similar way, if you are working on a specific project, then contact with the people who are experts in that specific fields or working on that specific fields will help you to communicate about that work you are working on, and you can share your expertise and they can share their expertise, which will help both of the parties to work a lot faster. And even if you want to focus on other areas of your life, the similar concept applies. For example, if you want to eat healthy, if you want to focus on personal finance, if you want to focus on communication skills, if you want to focus on reading, if you want to focus on exercising, or even any area of your life, if you're surrounded with the type of people who are best in that field, or even learning and focusing on that concept with a growth mindset, then it will be a bigger plus for you, because both you and the other people are in the same page. And even if you don't find other people, if you are working on a specific field, and if you are focusing on specific aspects and you are consistently doing that thing, then you will communicate, or you will know the people who are also working on that thing, because you are consistently doing that specific thing, which will align your thoughts and actions with the people who are also focusing on that specific thing, which will create a path for both of you to meet each other. It doesn't happen instantly, but if you are focusing and doing the thing, then you're surrounded with the other people you are working on. Let's say you are a doctor, then you in your field you are surrounded with people who are doctors. Let's say you are a businessman, then you are surrounded with people and regularly meeting with business people, investors. If you are a politician, then you are surrounded with politicians. In the similar way, based upon your specific field, you are surrounded with the people who are also experts in that specific field. Even if, let's say, if you are a businessman, then you are surrounded with accountants, attorneys, investors, advisors, business insiders, or any kind of thing. In the similar way, in your personal life, if you are surrounded with people who are trusting you, who are focusing on becoming their best version, and who are aligned with your priorities and values, it will create some kind of a free flowing momentum, because both of you are in the same page, and that will create a kind of a development. Because if both of you are not in the same page, then your priorities will not match, which results in the development being delayed. And if you are surrounded with people who are also focused on the same things you are surrounded with, then you're focusing on, then you will grow exponentially, which will help the overall cost to improve. And let's say, for example, in your specific area or in your specific life, you want to focus on other things, like you want to expand your horizons. Let's say you, in your specific life, you are doing some kind of routine like work, play, job, watching TV, or any kind of routine you're following. If you want to learn something new, or if you want to break your habits and create new habits, then change the people or include new people who are working on some kind of things, or their habits are aligned with the type of habits you want to learn.